Close your eyes and imagine a peaceful morning. The birds are singing sweetly outside the window, and the gentle golden sunlight is filtering into the room. You, someone who has passed the age of 70, wake up feeling refreshed after a good night's sleep. As usual, you slip on your shoes and start a walk around the neighborhood, believing that every step is a building block for good health and a longer life. Do you believe that this seemingly healthy habit, this absolute faith in your daily steps, could actually be a hidden blade, silently pushing you closer to weakness and illness? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Most of us have been taught that walking is the ideal form of exercise for older adults. It's gentle, easy to do, and doesn't require much equipment. But is that always the truth? Imagine a man named John, 73 years old. John has always been proud of walking 3 miles every day. It's a habit he's maintained for many years, and he believes it's the secret to his good health. But recently, he started to find it difficult to get up from his chair. Carrying groceries has become heavier, and sometimes he even feels off balance when walking on uneven surfaces. One day, during his morning walk, John unexpectedly tripped on a small stone and fell. The seemingly minor fall resulted in a broken wrist. The recovery process was difficult and lengthy, making him realize that his familiar daily walks might no longer be enough to protect him. John's story is not an isolated case. Many people over 70, who still maintain their walking habits, still face muscle loss, joint pain, reduced balance, and an increased risk of falls. So what's going on? Why is this seemingly perfect form of exercise no longer fully meeting the needs of our bodies as we age? Don't miss out on important information that could change your life. In this article, we will uncover this secret together. You will discover that, after the age of 70, your body needs more than just regular steps. We will analyze 5 important areas of movement that you need to prioritize instead of just focusing on walking. These simple changes can not only help you improve your mobility and protect your bones and joints, but can also extend your healthy and independent years. To not miss any valuable information about senior health, please hit the subscribe button right now and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. We will continuously bring you useful content to help you live a healthier and happier life. If you find this introduction engaging, please leave a comment below to let us know. And now, let's delve into the 5 reasons why you might need to walk less after the age of 70. Doctor's warning, it's time to walk less and focus on these 5 important things. Just like the opening you provided, medical experts today are increasingly emphasizing that, after the age of 70, relying solely on walking can be a mistake. Walking is still a good activity, but it cannot fully meet all the movement needs of an aging body. 1. Strength training, the secret weapon against muscle weakness. Walking can help you feel flexible, but it's not enough to combat the natural muscle loss that comes with age, also known as sarcopenia. This is one of the biggest threats to the independence of older adults. When muscles weaken, you'll have difficulty performing simple daily activities like getting up from a chair, carrying groceries, or even maintaining your balance. The problem is that walking alone doesn't provide enough resistance to stimulate muscle growth and maintenance. It mainly affects the muscles in the lower body, but even there, it's not enough to create a significant change. That's why doctors today recommend that, after the age of 70, weight training or resistance exercises should become a top priority. Think about people you know in this age group. Those who can still carry a heavy bag without any trouble, get up from a chair without using their hands, or easily open a tight jar are usually the ones with good muscle mass. But if you notice these things becoming increasingly difficult, it's very likely that your muscles are gradually weakening without you even realizing it. The story of Robert, 74 years old, is a prime example. He always walked every day and thought that was enough. But when he realized he had difficulty lifting a light box and getting up from the sofa became more strenuous, he recognized the problem. His doctor explained that muscle loss is not just a part of aging but also happens faster if you don't actively challenge your muscles. Robert started adding basic strength exercises to his daily routine, such as using light resistance bands, doing squats with a chair, and simple dumbbell exercises. In just a few months, he felt a significant difference. He was stronger, more stable, and had more energy. Strength training doesn't necessarily mean lifting heavy weights at the gym. You can use resistance bands, do bodyweight exercises like push-ups against a wall or chair, or even lift familiar household items. The important thing is progressive resistance, meaning you need to gradually increase the difficulty or weight to keep your muscles challenged and growing. And the benefits of strength training don't stop at maintaining muscle mass. Studies have shown that maintaining muscle mass is directly linked to a longer lifespan, better mobility, and even improved brain health. 2. Balance and stability exercises, the safety brakes for old age. Walking is great for movement, but it doesn't always improve your balance. And this is something that most people don't realize until it's too late, especially after the age of 70. Preventing falls becomes one of the most important factors in maintaining health and independence at this age. Falls are one of the leading causes of serious injuries in older adults, and many falls occur not because of weak legs but because of a loss of balance. If you don't regularly practice balance exercises, you may be unknowingly increasing your risk of tripping, slipping, and dangerous falls. You might think that because you've been walking your whole life, your balance must be fine, but balance is not a skill that automatically stays with you forever. It will gradually decline if you don't actively work to maintain it. Walking is not enough to challenge the small supporting muscles in your feet, ankles, and core like specialized balance exercises do. Just one wrong step when you lose your balance can lead to a serious fall, and the recovery process can take months or even years. Think back to the last time you stood on one leg while putting on socks or tried to reach something on a high shelf. Did you feel steady, or did you have to hold onto something for support? Many people don't realize their balance is weakening until they experience a near fall, a moment that startles them and makes them more cautious with every step. Edward, 76 years old, is a prime example. He had always been a very active person, but one day, when stepping off a curb, his foot landed at an awkward angle, and he suddenly lost his balance. Fortunately, he managed to grab onto a pole, but that moment made him realize how vulnerable he had become. His doctor advised him to do simple balance exercises like standing on one leg, shifting his weight back and forth, and practicing controlled movements. In just a few weeks, he felt his stability improve significantly, and he felt stronger, steadier, and more confident in his movements. Balance exercises don't require you to go to the gym or use complicated equipment. Simple movements like standing on one leg, try to hold for at least 10 seconds on each leg, walking in a straight line by placing the heel of one foot directly in front of the toes of the other, or practicing slow and controlled weight shifts can significantly improve your stability. The benefits of improving balance don't stop at preventing falls. Better balance also means better posture, faster and longer-lasting reflexes, and even improved coordination, making all movements easier and more controlled. 3. Flexibility and mobility exercises, the lubricant for your joints. Walking can help keep your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for the flexibility of your joints, and this becomes extremely important after the age of 70. Over time, your joints naturally become stiffer, your range of motion decreases, and movements that you once found easy suddenly become restricted. Have you ever found it more difficult to turn your head to look to the side, or is bending down to tie your shoes no longer as easy as it used to be? These are signs that your flexibility is declining. As your mobility starts to decrease, so does your independence. The problem is that many people don't realize the importance of maintaining flexibility until they start to lose it. Walking alone is not enough to fully stretch all the muscle groups and doesn't activate all the different types of movements that your joints need to stay healthy. That's why health experts today emphasize that, after the age of 70, dedicating time to flexibility and mobility exercises is just as important as staying active. Think about the last time you tried to reach behind you to grab something from the back seat of your car, or when you tried to put on a coat. Did it feel comfortable, or did your body feel stiff and uncomfortable? Many people often overlook these small changes, assuming they are just a natural part of aging. But in reality, your muscles and connective tissues are gradually tightening and becoming less flexible over time, reducing your range of motion. The story of Walter, 78 years old, is a clear illustration. He still walked every day, but over time, he noticed that getting out of bed in the morning became more difficult. When he bent down to pick something up from the floor, he had to bend his knees much more than usual. His doctor explained that the loss of mobility wasn't just due to his age, but also because he wasn't using his joints fully. Walter started adding gentle stretches, controlled rotation movements, and joint mobility exercises to his daily routine. In just a few weeks, he felt much more comfortable and even noticed an improvement in his posture. Flexibility exercises are not just about sitting down and trying to touch your toes for 10 seconds. Dynamic stretches, controlled rotation movements, and gentle yoga poses can make a big difference. Simple activities like neck rotations, shoulder rolls, bringing your knees to your chest, or ankle rotations help keep your joints lubricated and pain-free. And the benefits of improving flexibility go beyond just feeling less stiff. Better flexibility means less pain, better blood circulation, improved posture, and even a reduced risk of falls. 4. Core and posture exercises, the strong pillars for your body. Walking can help keep your legs moving, but it doesn't do much for the strength of your abdominal muscles and your posture. And these two factors become incredibly important after the age of 70. Strong abdominal muscles are not just about having a toned stomach, they are also closely linked to maintaining body stability, preventing back pain, and ensuring your spine stays aligned when you move. If your abdominal muscles are weak, you might start to feel pain in your lower back, have difficulty maintaining balance, or tend to hunch forward when walking. All of these can increase your risk of falling and put strain on your joints over time. Most people don't realize the importance of postural strength until they start to feel aches and pains they never experienced before. If you notice yourself hunching forward more, feeling stiff in your lower back, or finding it difficult to stand upright for extended periods, those are signs that your core muscles are not working effectively. Walking alone is not enough to activate the deep muscles that support your abdomen and lower back. That's why health experts emphasize that, after the age of 70, exercises that focus on core strength and posture should become a top priority. Consider the case of Harold, 75 years old. He had always been a very active person, but over time, he noticed his shoulders gradually rounding forward, and his lower back often felt stiff, even when he still walked every day. His doctor explained that poor posture was putting unnecessary pressure on his spine and joints, leading to chronic stiffness and an increased risk of losing balance. Harold started adding gentle core activation exercises to his routine, such as pelvic tilts while sitting, correcting his standing posture, and actively engaging his abdominal muscles. In just a few weeks, he noticed significant improvements. His back hurt less, his posture was straighter, and his breathing became easier. Core exercises don't require you to go to the gym or use complicated equipment. Simple movements like standing straight with your back against a wall, gently engaging your lower abdominal muscles while sitting, or performing slow torso twists can activate the deep muscles that help stabilize your spine. The benefits of having a strong core go beyond just having good posture. A strong core also means you'll have better balance, reduced pressure on your joints, and even improved digestion, as your abdominal muscles also play a role in supporting your internal organs. 5. Low-impact exercises, protection for weak joints. Walking is a great way to keep your body active, but if it's your only form of exercise, it can put unnecessary pressure on your joints, especially after the age of 70. As we age, the cartilage protecting our joints tends to wear down, the amount of joint fluid decreases, and the ability of our joints to absorb shock diminishes. That's why many older adults start to feel pain and stiffness in their knees, hips, or feet, even though they still maintain their daily walks. The problem isn't with walking itself, but that walking alone may not provide enough support and protection for your joints. Many people think that joint pain is just a natural part of aging, but the reality is that stiffness and discomfort can worsen if you don't actively protect your joints. Walking can sometimes exacerbate this because it creates repetitive impact on the same group of joints. That's why health experts today recommend that, after the age of 70, you might need to reduce the intensity and duration of your walks and focus more on gentler forms of exercise that help strengthen the muscles around your joints without putting too much pressure on them. Think back to the last time you went for a long walk. Did you feel energized and pain-free in your joints? Or did you notice lingering aches, stiffness, or discomfort afterward? If walking makes you feel tired and sore, it could be a sign that your joints are not being adequately supported. The case of Raymond, 77 years old, is a perfect example. He still walked every day and believed it was the best thing for his health. But over time, his knees started to feel stiff, and his lower back often ached. His doctor explained that he needed to minimize the repetitive impact on his joints and start doing gentler movements. Instead of walking every day, Raymond started doing light swimming, cycling, and stretching exercises. In just a few weeks, his pain significantly decreased without him having to completely give up being active. Gentle movements for the joints include activities like water aerobics, cycling, tai chi, or even simple chair stretches. These activities help increase blood flow to the joints, improve lubrication, and strengthen the surrounding muscles without putting excessive pressure on sensitive areas. And the benefits of doing low-impact exercises don't stop at pain relief. Protecting your joints now will help you move more easily, feel less stiff, and be more comfortable for many years to come. Conclusion: the journey of caring for your health in golden years. Dear viewers, I hope the information in this article has given you a new perspective on the importance of exercise after the age of 70. Walking is still a good activity, but to truly maintain health, vitality, and independence, we need a more comprehensive exercise regimen that includes strength, balance, flexibility, endurance, and low-impact exercises. Remember that taking care of your health is a lifelong journey that requires persistence. Listen to your body, find forms of exercise that suit you, and don't hesitate to consult with healthcare professionals. If you found this article helpful, don't forget to share it with your loved ones. Spreading this valuable information will help our community of older adults become healthier and happier. Wishing you continued energy and a truly meaningful old age. See you in the next article.